Moving on, Donald Trump posted an AI video of Obama being arrested, and he kind of threatened prosecution of the former president. So, uh, if you haven't heard about this story, I'll just get right into it. This is from the Black Information Network. Excuse me. President Donald Trump appears to be envisioning jail time for Barack Obama, sharing an AI generated video of the Democrat being arrested by the FBI per time. On Sunday, July 20th, Trump took to his Truth Social platform to post an AI video depicting FBI officers handcuffing Obama in the Oval Office. The video, initially shared on TikTok by user at Neo8171, begins with a montage of prominent Democrats, including Obama, saying, "No one is above the law." The AI generated footage then transitions to Trump smiling and laughing in the Oval Office as Obama is arrested. The TikTok video ends with Obama pacing around a jail cell. Trump also shared an AI image showing fake mugshots of Obama and other officials from his administration with the caption, "The Shady Bunch." The president's posts come after Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard announced on Friday that she was turning over alleged evidence in an Obama administration conspiracy to subvert Trump's 2016 victory and presidency to the Department of Justice for criminal referral. Quote, President Obama and his national security cabinet members manufactured and politicized intelligence to lay the groundwork for what was essentially a years-long coup against President Trump, Gabbard said in a statement. Gabbard released declassified documents claiming top Obama officials tried to, quote, subvert the will of the American people, unquote, and stop Trump from taking office after the 2016 election. She says intelligence agencies manipulated and withheld information and used manufactured intelligence to link Trump to Russia. Gabbard called it a treasonous conspiracy and said it sparked the Mueller investigation, Trump's impeachments, and increased tensions with Russia. Quote, accountability, action, prosecution, indictments. It's essential for us to make sure that this never happens to our country again, unquote, she said. The Obama administration has strongly denied Gabbard's claims, calling them false and politically driven. Officials said that a 2017 intelligence report on Russian interference was based on credible evidence and later validated by bipartisan investigations, including the Senate Intelligence Committee. Okay, so when we were teasing this a little earlier, Q, you mentioned that this might be a bit of a distraction. Any other thoughts there?
I will continue to marvel at your ability to award the benefit of the doubt to the worst of bad actors ever. Maybe this is a distraction. You mean from the spiraling story of Donald Trump being indicated in the Jeffrey Epstein files and flight logs and photos and videos, and you think that maybe he might want to distract his dividing, splintering base from that story by playing the hits, blame the black people to his rabid racist base? You think maybe it might be a distraction? Maybe they might be trying to, shine the light on something different.
Here's what I think. Oh, go ahead.
No, please go.
Okay. So, yeah, I think it's convenient. I think it just feels silly to those of us that aren't in the MAGA crowd, right? It feels silly. But for MAGA people, you're absolutely right. He's playing the hits. Now we know, we had to talk about this not so long ago, that him and Obama were sitting down. I think it might have been at a funeral or something like that recently. No, maybe not recently, but past year or two. Laughing, seemed like they were joking, chumming it up. Obviously, they've been in the same room many times. And if Donald Trump sincerely wanted to go after Hillary Clinton, Barack Obama, whoever, he has had the levers of government and been in a position to do so for a long time. At this point, Donald Trump doesn't need to campaign anymore for any more offices, right? One way or the other, he's done campaigning. Either, you know what I mean when I say that, Q. So this doesn't really help him down the line, he doesn't need this for that, right? So it feels like, okay, well, it's convenient because, again, all the Epstein stuff, and it's a distraction from it. Now, with that said, we have to kind of acknowledge the fact that, what's her name? Tulsi Gabbard. She's Tulsi Gabbard. I said it wrong. I don't know why I'm not remembering her name. Anyway, she's a former Democrat turned MAGA Republican. Okay. And, whatever the basis of that decision, I cannot imagine what it took for her to make that leap. But she seems to suggest that the Obama administration is, again, making up or was making up stuff or connecting some dots about Donald Trump that didn't need to be connected. And as I mentioned in the article, there was investigations, bipartisan investigations, that suggested that the Russian interference was the suggestion of Russian interference was credible. So her coming back now after the fact to suggest that Obama had something to do with this, or the Obama administration, because that's really what she's suggesting. Trump is using AI to inflame that further, suggesting that Obama himself somehow needs to be arrested because of whatever took place back there. That feels very much on brand for Donald Trump. And that's the part that feels the most like distraction. Give these people anything else to talk about so that they won't keep talking to me about Jeffrey Epstein. And, even if this was true, I don't believe that this is true. This was all done a long time ago. And a lot of times they say that. Why are we still bringing up old stuff? This one, it actually doesn't mean anything. Again, Donald Trump has no more campaigns to run, right? So this doesn't, there's nothing to see here. Donald Trump won in 2016, okay? He won after the video came out of him saying that he walks up to women and just starts kissing them and grabbing them by the P word. He won after that. He won after this, he won after everything, okay? So the fact that this is still an issue is kind of crazy to me. But him, again, suggesting that Obama should be arrested is just, that would be, in my opinion, the weaponizing of the Justice Department, not what happened to Donald Trump, where we heard the phone call of him saying hey, look, I need you to get me whatever, 16,000 votes or something. So my 2 cents there. Anything that you got to round this out?
Well, again, God bless you for still having that question mark in there. I think it's pretty obvious what this is. And you called it silly, but how? Right? The idea of him weaponizing the Department of Justice and our law enforcement community is no longer a theory.
Yeah, it's actually happening. Yeah, that's fair.
So that's not silly. It's terrifying. It's very on brand for him, and it's not something I can just shrug off and call silly. And again, he's shown to be a bad faith, bad actor on a few dozen occasions, might be getting close to 100 now. So this extended benefit of the doubt he doesn't get from me ever again. It's very clear what this is. And again, if I can deflect while blaming a black person for something, that's the number one. That's my number one Billboard topping hit with my bass. Yeah. Deflect, deny, lie, blame a black person. I can get all of them on the same song. That's the Mount Rushmore, of Trumpisms. Yeah. So I wish I could laugh it off and consider it silly, but this is the type of thing that would have people, that would make former President Obama's life in real life very unsafe. Yeah. Because we've seen how extreme Trump's base and followers are, and he'll have them actually believing this is a thing, even though he knows it's not.
Yeah, you're not wrong. And I like what you said about it being dangerous, because that's true.